Hello, I want to read this poem to you by Thomas Hardy called The Year's Awakening. It's a little bit late to be reading it in a way. Now it's so apparent that the days are lightening and that it's getting slightly milder, although it has been frosty every morning. But I'm so full of an inner joy at the new year, even though we haven't had such a bad winter. And I was actually worried about the winter because it wasn't very bad. But I've got such a joy at the awakening of spring, and I do feel an awakening within me, and like a real zest for life and for the future that I haven't had in a long time. And I do wonder about the inner stirrings of things. I'll read this poem and then I'll go on to say a little bit more. So it's called The Year's Awakening. It's by Thomas Hardy. How do you know that the pilgrim track along the belting zodiac, swept by the sun in his seeming rounds, is traced by now the fish's bounds, and into the ram, when weeks of cloud have wrapped the sky in a clammy shroud, and never as yet a tinct of spring has shown in the earth's apparelling? O vespering bird, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know, deep underground, hid in your bed from sight and sound, without a turn in temperature, with weather life can scarce endure, that light has won a fraction's strength, and day put on some moment's length, whereof in merest drought will come, weeks hence, mild airs that do not numb. O crocus root, how do you know? How do you know? Okay, so that's a lovely poem, and one of the things that I like about it so much is that it reawakens me to poetry and the mystery of life. I've been thinking about it, and I think that one of the reasons why I like poetry is that it clarifies things actually. And I do like that, but also there is an underlying mystery to the rhythms and the words that are a tonic for me actually, because this poem of Thomas Hardy's, I was thinking like logically that the swallows or whatever, it might be that they hasten off to foreign climes once they feel the weather's getting cooler here, and that in foreign climes, once the weather's getting either too hot or cooler there, they come back again. So they maybe do know. But how the crocus knows, I really do not know. That is so, honestly, crocuses, you wouldn't even think they had brains. Well, I'm sure, well, they don't in the ordinary sense, but it is very mysterious. And as I was saying, I find it a tonic actually, because as someone who suffered with mental health difficulties, I have to be very careful about trusting my own intuition or getting into anything that's slightly esoteric, because really you are trained to be hyper rational and to distrust through experience anything that can't be clarified rationally in that way. But I think that's why I like poetry, because it gives me that excuse to, and there is something about the mystery of our intuition, or that I can appreciate in poetry and still feel that it's safe for me to do so. So I hope you enjoyed that poem as much as I enjoy it. I think it's a lovely poem. And, you know, I mean, as I say, really, how plants change and develop and grow, and even the life force to just keep growing is so miraculous. It really is. It's wonderful. And yes, the nights are now getting lighter, and I can feel an inner drive in me that I haven't felt for ages. So I'm very pleased about that. Okay then, see you for now. Bye.